Hi, I'm Jimmy. In this video, we're looking quickly at my personal investment portfolio and a change I'm about to make to my portfolio. Okay, so let's not waste any time and jump right in. So, this is my investment portfolio as it stands today. I own Disney, Intel, Lockheed Martin, and Alibaba. And I actually bought them in that order. Plus, I did receive 2 free shares of Apple, so that's off to the side. I got that from referral links for different brokerage accounts that I've worked with. And so that's why I have that on there, but I didn't technically pay anything for those shares. Now, if we're curious, these are my entry prices for the other stocks that I own. So I'm up a good amount for Disney. I'm up a little bit on both Lockheed Martin and Intel, and I'm down a bit in Alibaba. But I still feel fairly confident about Alibaba over the long run. So I'm happy to sit and hold that stock. Although I do recognize that there are some risks with Alibaba that simply aren't there in other positions that I have. And that's why this is my smallest position. And I'm likely, even though the stock is lower, not to add any additional shares. I'd like to see this one play out. Now, these percentages are not exact, since these percentages are including about how much I'm expecting to buy in my next stock. And that's AT&T. What's the entry price? Well, I don't know, because as many of you may know, I like to announce that I'm going to buy a stock before I buy it. Before is the crucial word there. To me, that seems like the morally correct thing to do. It always seems a bit shady to me when some people go out and announce that they just bought a stock after they bought it. And in theory, if they bought it at a good price and now they're going to go out and announce it, and hypothetically, that could run the stock price higher. Now, I get, sure, AT&T, we're not going to move the price of that stock, but still, the concept remains the same. Morally, I think it's better if I announce it first. That way, there's never any questions about what I'm doing or why I'm doing it. So, my self-imposed rule is to do a video on a stock, do the research. If I like the video, if I like the company, announce that I'm going to buy that stock. Then, by the way, I did a video on AT&T a couple days ago. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. But after I do the video, I announce whether or not I like it, whether or not I'm going to buy it. And then I like to wait a few days. So I try to give at least 2 or 3 days for everybody to do their own research and see if they want to jump in and buy it before I do. So with that being said, right now AT&T stock is trading slightly below $25 a share. And assuming it stays somewhere near this level, I think that this is a good spot to buy it. They're about to spin off their Warner Media business and we'll get a piece of the Discovery deal. So I'd like to own this position going forward. So I'm happy to jump in and buy it now and in the meantime collect the dividend. Now I will likely not reinvest that dividend and just use their dividend payments to store up cash and ideally try to build up for another position. And given the current makeup of my portfolio, I'm more than happy to make this position size about the same as my Intel and Lockheed Martin position. Hence the reason I'm putting that kind of money in. Now, if you're curious what price I get this stock at or why I'm adding one stock and not another, well, over at our private investing community, one of our weekly investment live streams is on building investment portfolios. One of the portfolios we're now tracking is my own. So each week I'll be walking through my thoughts on each of the portfolios and on my portfolio, what stocks we're looking at, why we're looking at them, things along those lines. Plus, we have a quick company analysis live stream on Fridays where we do a bunch of DCF calculations on companies that our community throws at us. Then we do a Sunday live stream where we walk through our process. If you've ever seen our video, our 8 steps to analyze the stock video, we walk through in-depth examples on each step, how we're analyzing each company. I'll leave a link in the description below to join the community. It's a Patreon link. That's sort of the gateway to get into the community. Otherwise, if you're curious about my thoughts on AT&T stock and ultimately why I'm jumping in and buying it at this time, I will leave a link in the description below and right here to that recent video that we did. And thank you so much for sticking with me all the way to the end of the video. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.